let's go to the multi-mode. So I'm gonna go to the gear in the upper left and we're gonna click on it. And we're gonna turn on multi-target mode. Now this is what we used to call PRS mode, or if you're a military operator, then it can be for the military for sniper mode. So at the same time, I'm gonna turn on relative wind so you can see it, and I'm gonna turn on target movers, and then I'm gonna hit back. Now you'll notice what happened here is we are now in a lane. If you wanna make more lanes, you click on the little folder, hit the plus sign, make as many lanes as you want. Let's make a third lane, I guess, down here, lane 3. And then from there, we're gonna hit back. All right. Now, if I take my finger and slide it, you can see the different lanes. If I wanna add targets, I just click in the very bottom. All right, and let's go back to lane 1. Now, on lane 1, I can have multiple targets. This will do 5 targets. You can name them whatever you want. Let's make this target C instead of J, okay? Hit return. And you're gonna also notice that as I click on the lanes, you can see that I keep hitting the wrong button. The little buttons, the bar is moving, the white bar, as I go over there. The white bar that's surrounding that target is letting you know that that one's active and we can affect it. If you have a rangefinder, let's say I just showed up at a PRS match or I'm getting in the sniper's hide, I can go ahead and say, okay, target 1, take my rangefinder, range the target. That target is 1,002 yards. And you can see that it put in the information, it put in the inclination, the azimuth, and all that. If you don't have a rangefinder, you just get to a PRS match and they give you a book and you're on lane 1. It says, okay, this target is this range. You can click on it. You can physically type in 1,020 yards. Click the inclination tool. It pulls up the camera. You can go ahead and grab the compass direction and azimuth. The wind is simple. You click on the wind direction, say it's an 830 wind, and that the wind speed is 12 mile an hour. And then I want the variance. What's the variance of the wind? If I'm holding my wind meter, let's say I'm on the day of the match, I've already got my book filled out, I got all my targets filled in, which I'll go back to the targets. I can say, okay, my wind variance, I want it to be 2.5 mile an hour because it's fluctuating 2.5 mile an hour. So even though it's a 12 mile an hour wind, this is now giving you your hold all the way across the board for a 12 mile an hour wind from 730, but it's also giving you a high and a low. So there's your wind variance. So you can do the holds, okay? By the way, for every other target you're about to shoot, if you've got relative wind turned on, which means that you can see 730 turned orange, it's now gonna remember where that wind's coming from your first target. So let's go to target 2. And you can see target 2 is now highlighted. Let's say that we're at 500 yards. Target 3, oops, gotta quit hitting that lower button. If you got a gray box and you touch it, it does something. All right, let's make that target 820 yards. You can see where this is going. So whatever one you have highlighted is where the wind relative is coming from, by the way. All right, so if you got the Mirage and Rain app as well activated, I click on Mirage and guess what? This is live. So if I got wind coming from the left, you can see it's changing my aerodynamic jump and it's changing my wind holds across the board for all of the targets. And let's say that the wind picks up and I wanna grab that wind, I hit lock and now it's locked. So no matter how I move my phone, it stays in there. And if I wanna unlock it, it unlocks it. Let's say it's raining out and I'm on a competition and the rain's pushing over like this and you can see the wind speed is something crazy. If it's a heavy wind, it's a 30 mile an hour wind, I hit lock and all the way across all of the targets now, it has your wind hold, your dial up, your aerodynamic jump, it's all calculated for. All right, so I'm gonna go back to normal. By the way, in the multi-lane, you can use the valley winds, the canyon winds, and everything that we discussed in the earlier blocks, okay?
And put in some data, put in our wind, and we're gonna shoot a few targets.